I show you an idea? Actually, no. Because this only makes sense if you spent last month in my head. And that's incredibly frustrating. I always thought the hardest part of design is to coming up the idea, but I'm starting to think the hardest part is getting someone else to see it. Hi, I'm Julia. In the last episode, I finally built the exhibition, or at least I thought I did. But today, I have a completely different design challenge. Somehow, I need to convince Pidan that this exhibition could exist through a PDF. There's just one tiny problem. I've never made a pitch deck before. My first instinct was to explain everything, every piece of research, every design decision, every interaction. But the more I explained, the harder it became to understand. Turns out, everything feels important. But here's the problem. Pidan isn't going to spend an hour reading this. They're probably going to spend maybe 5 minutes. So if everything can stay, what deserves a spot? I guess I need a story. The first slide isn't a concept, it's why Pidan. Because they need to know why this project belongs here. Then comes the problem. Not because every proposal needs research, because I want people to ask the same question I asked. This became the core idea of the exhibition. Follow a cat's curiosity. Humans usually enter a room and immediately look for where to go next. Cats are less efficient. They stop, they inspect, they disappear into corners for reasons nobody understands. So I designed a paper box transition that interrupts the normal path and asks visitors to slow down before entering the next space. They are not pretending to be cats. They are just borrowing a different way of moving through the room. And every good tool needs a guide. Mine was already waiting. Meet or lunch. Not a mascot. As your host, once you meet your host, the apartment suddenly makes sense. The giant sofa, the sunshine spot, the trays exchange. They're no longer random interactions. They're just places Orange wants to show you. And that's when it clicked. A proposal isn't just a document. It's someone's first experience of the project, so it should have a visitor journey too. At some point, you just have to stop talking to yourself. So I started showing this proposal to friends. It seems everyone imagined something different. More context, more activity, more explanation. One suggested adding a cat toilet, which is honestly not a bad idea. I kinda want to play with sand too. There wasn't one correct version of the proposal. Every choice changed the exhibition a little. So at some point, I had to stop collecting ideas and starting choosing them. This was the version I wanted them to see. Not everything I had made, just the things that made the idea clear. When I started this project, I thought it was more about designing a spatial system, the exhibition. And somewhere along the way, I realized I was really learning how to communicate an idea. And maybe that's what design had always been, not just making beautiful things, and not just solving problems. An idea is only yours until someone else can finally experience it too. Thank you for watching.